Welcome back. Yes, it can be fun to slide down the banister, very carefully, of course. And I should also point out that banister sometimes can be spelt with two N's, or, as in this case, just one N. Now, David, last night, you took us musically back about 1,000 years. Well, tonight, we're going to have a little bit of a musically related journey, but only a few decades ago.
That's right. We're going back about 50 or 60 years ago on this occasion, looking at the group The Beatles, who are listed here as being one of the most influential musical bands in global terms. And even today, now in the sort of 21st century, the Beatles still loom large as being seminal musicians and trendsetters.
Well, they certainly kind of influenced music, absolutely, but language even as well.
And that's what fascinated me. Not just music, not just tempo, not just style, but language as well. A couple of words to look at. One is, of course, mop top, which was the phrase that was used to describe these Merseysiders. And that was used in the New York Tribune in 1964. So
and that was because of their very particular haircut.
That's right. In fact, I think Les Murray, the poet, describes emus as having mop tops, which I love. Mop tops with a periscope. The other word that came out of the Beatles was the word gear. Now, gear as equipment has been around for centuries, but gear as in something groovy, something stuff, all the gear, all the rage, was a phrase that came out of their phenomenon. The other one is grotty. Now, this is the one that's really interesting. A Hard Day's Night was their film, and John Burke, who was the writer commissioned to write the novel based on A Hard Day's Night, coined the word grotty, which was short for grotesque. Now, we know grotty now as being grungy or dirty, but grotty back then was totally cool, rad, or wicked, as we might say now.
Well, that's an amazing bit of evolution of language, even in just a few decades, from grotesque through to the way in which we see it now. The Beatles influencing language. Thank you, David. Let's look at our scores, and Anthony is on 15. David is on 17 as we head for some more letters. And David, deliver, please.
Thanks, Lily. Could I have a consonant, please?
Thanks, David. D.
And a vowel?
I.
And a consonant?
S.
And a vowel?
E.
And a consonant?
T.
And a vowel?
A.
And a consonant?
W.
And a vowel?
O.
And finish with a consonant, thanks.
And last letter, M.
Here's the clock. How many did you make from that, David?
6.
And Anthony?
Just a 6 for me as well.
Let's start with yours.
Widest.
And yours?
Stowed.
Happy with those, David?
Safely stowed at 6 points each. Now, there were a couple of 7s here. There was wasted, that's with an I, or meadows. But the 8 that I found was atomised, A-T-O-M-I-S-E-D, which is reduced to spray.
Lovely words. And well done, Anthony. David, 6 points each. In our battle of the marathon runners, it's Anthony this time to select some letters. And can I guess you might start with a consonant?
You guessed correct.
R.
And a second.
S.
And a third.
L.
And another one.
N.
We'll go for a vowel now.
I.
And another.
A.
And another.
E.
I'll actually switch to a consonant now.
Oh. D.
And one more.
Consonant.
One more consonant, thanks.
R.
Shifting the pattern. was almost a radical move that took Lily by surprise at the end there, making that little change. How did you go?
Just got a 7 in time.
7 from you, David.
A 6.
Let's begin with yours.
A drains.
And your 7?
Derails.
I don't think it was.
No, it's a good 7. Well done. And frustratingly, David, you could have added an ER to drains for drainers. Someone who installs a drain as an 8. And the other 8 there in the first 8 letters is islander.
Good stuff. Well done to Anthony. 7 points. Another dose of the numbers now, and David, your choice.
Lily, can I have 2 large and 4 small, please?
Thanks, David. 2 large, 4 small. The family mix. And our numbers 6, 8, 5, 8. And the 2 large, 25 and 50. The target to reach is 567.
Let's head there. What did you make of that mix, David?
570.
570, 3 off the target. Anthony,
I got 567.
you are right on target once again. Well done. Tell us what you did, please.
Lily, 6 plus 5 is 11.
6 plus 5 is 11.
Times 50 is 550.
Times 50 is 550.
Plus 25 is
Plus-
575.
Plus the 25
Minus the 8.
minus the 8 is 567.
Spot on. Right there, Anthony. Lovely method. Did you do it the same way, Lily?
I did. Well done, Anthony.
Great work. A lovely 10 points to Anthony. So David on 23 and Anthony on 38 as we head for another break and another word mix for you. This time, Scorn Eve. And the clue, prison rations. Back in a while.